My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. We are going to be playing Paradox yet again, continue our streak. We'll also pick up this because... Agonizer, okay, because we'd completed it and I just wanted more hegemony credits, you know. No particular reason. I just like having the goal of things to kill. Ooh, so we've got the robots left. Hello, chamber gun. Machine bullets? Ooh, what a start. 10% damage up as well as 100% accuracy because the bullets just follow your mouse. There are a lot of weapon pickups that otherwise wouldn't be super viable that now will be because we have a 100% accuracy. Crown of Guns, we've seen recently get very nutty with this. But also, things like shotguns are really good. Don't want to open that. Do want to force the weapon from the boss. Now, I do have to remind myself that I do actually have machine bullets, so I am actually going to have to hover my shots over the, hover my mouse over the enemy when I fight. Rather than behind them or adjacent to them while I strafe or things like that. Those are all going to be great ways to not get the damage I'm looking for. Bad roll. Good blank, but bad roll. Just trying to kite the Bullet King around the map here. I'm just very much hoping that you don't do the above the head circle attack before I manage to pass you so that I can start kiting you to the other side of the map. Like, don't do it now. And you don't. Beautiful. Because I do want to keep this extra blank so that I can try and find a secret room at the very least. Bye. Alright. Not too bad. Not too bad. Gold casing. Ooh. Fancy. You've got some serious moolah going on right now then. So the sort of... Ooh, Gungeon Pepper. At the very least, you know what? That's a new item for Ammonomicon. So the sort of is usually pretty inaccurate, but when it's not inaccurate, it's totally fine. At least for the early floors. Okay. I do want to complete the floor first, just in case. Something could easily change my mind on whether or not it's a good decision to open either of those chests. I could just find Junkin in the store, right? Then I buy Junkin, and then for the rest of the game, I just junk every chest. If I'm given a Junkin run, I'm gonna run that Junkin run. You kidding me? Of course I am. Junkin's good fun. And of course, incredibly cute. Don't need to check the other one, just in case it has a fuse on it. I don't want to open it yet. Well, there goes the water barrel, so... Already with the lack of keys that we found on this floor, I was probably not going to go to the oubliette, but with the water barrel destroyed, I mean, ugh, it's really hard to convince me at this point. We already found the secret room, so again, any checks for secret rooms are checks for a possible second secret room, which is incredibly unlikely, so I'm more than happy to stop doing it now that I've remembered. It's possible, though. It actually is. This isn't a situation of me saying I'm damage boosting when I just took damage because I'm bad. Gun is really good. Okay, so I can take 4 hits here. I really want to go down to the oubliette now, though. Because I have so much money. Ooh, the chamber gun probably does something different on the oubliette as well. Oh. I think that clinches it. I think that means I have to do it. So that means I'm almost certainly destroying the rest of these chests. Unless the final one in this room, which I should go check right now. Unless this is a black chest, I'm probably going to actually want to go through with this. So there is another water barrel there. Easy. Yeah, it's not a black chest. Okay. So we shoot this one first. Get junk. No big surprise. Quelle surprise. This one gives us junk as well. Ooh, health. Yes, please. That's just some more money for me. I just want the ability to take advantage of an extra shop, frankly. It's the thing that matters most to me. There's a possible second secret room there, and I pay nothing for checking. I could take the gunner, but no, that. It's permanently accurate. Does that make any difference? No, it's already pretty accurate. The gunner just doesn't really deal that much damage. At least in my experience with the gunner, it has not dealt a satisfactory amount of damage. Ah, damn it. Hey, there we go. Managed to slip just by it, so I'll clear out the area. Thankfully, the water barrel is not harmed by that table flip. Alright, so now we know where the entrance is. We will go to it. I'm doing this mainly to check the chamber gun. Otherwise, I think I just would have opened the chests on this floor. Or rather, the single chest. I would have opened the green and then killed the other 2 chests. But I do want to see what the chamber gun does on this floor. Okay, so it's firing poison skulls. Those poison skulls poison. But they don't seem to deal a large amount of damage. Oh, I thought I would have killed that enemy by that point. I'm going to have to wait for those to settle. I don't want one of them to reactivate, fly at me while I'm running through, and then I take damage, then I get mad about it. And I try and play off the mad as not being mad. You know, let's plays. I don't know if this weapon has enough ammunition to be supremely useful, but I guess, like, for this point in the game, it's fine. Sure. I do want to see what it's in the Abbey of the True Gun as well, so I guess that means I gotta go there. Huh. Lost shot. Of course, I was just damage boosting there. What do you mean I'm playing it off? Doing the same thing that I just said I wasn't going to do. Let's check out the shop. We got a bunch of money. This is another one of the big reasons we came down here. Gas mask. Invulnerability to being poisoned is actually pretty big. Especially on this floor. Where a bunch of our enemy's offense will be trying to poison us. Sorry, buds, but that is not going to be working now. Let's go find the boss, crush the boss, come back down. 4 shots. I mean, it does have 305 ammunition. I mean, whoa. Do I have to use this? All right. Fine, we made our way through. It could have been a lot worse, and it wasn't. Yay. Celebrate the small things whilst you can. Nope. Thank you for trying to spit up poison. That's not something that actually concerns me at all. Ah, yes. Very, very large room of enemies here. That's okay, though. With our pinpoint accurate weapon, you can stay at a reasonable rate. Reasonable distance, rather. And kill them at a reasonable rate. There's only this one left, but I'm also starting to run out of ammunition for this gun. Well, I say starting to. The process is almost complete. At the very least, it's not a bad thing to swap guns. I've not got the metronome is what I mean to say there. So yes, it could be far worse for us here. Alright, just blow you up using the barrel next to you. Hey. No. There we go. Just trying to kick those into the pits. Save myself some ammo on their kills. That'll have to do. All right, so we've probably got the boss fight in like one space's time. Entry. Yep, there we go. Unfortunately, the sawn-off shotgun does not actually have good range. So I am still going to have to stand relatively close. Actually, I suspect that the range of that is going to necessitate me swapping to the robot's right hand instead. I'm totally fine to use this for the kills, though. Robot's right hand is totally useful. Like, Robot's right hand with metronome and a couple other damage ups, I would be happy to use that for an entire run. Sign me the hell up. This is a pretty safe position to be in here. Very few angles from which the bullets can come at me. So I don't have to get... That's really bad. Well, I took damage to the boss, but that shouldn't really change anything here, right? Because the boss can't drop anything extra for perfecting. I don't believe. I know they can't drop the master round, and I know they still drop money despite the fact I've taken red heart damage, so... Pretty sure that means I got off scot-free there. Got him. Alright. Barrel? I mean, sure. This is a fine room clear for a while, yeah. Could be far worse. Let's go start using it, in fact. Ooh, that's a bad one, though. Okay, so we do have a special room. Hopefully it's not a gun muncher. Because I don't really have too much to provide for you if you are. It's a gun muncher. Of course, it's a gun muncher. The entrance to the Abbey of the True Gun is going to require that I use a key to get the crest this floor. There's so many better opportunities. Oh god, there's 3 green chests that I could open this floor. And you're asking me to go for the crest. Well, it's new content. It's new content. This is probably not good for the streak, and if we were deeper in the streak, I probably wouldn't do this. But I can get new content if I go to the Abbey of the True Gun with the chamber just to check out what it does. Don't have 2 guns that I want to give up, so we just bounce. We've got a lot of junk. If we find Sejunkin at any point here, we just go off. Now, I do have to play as safe as I possibly can until I get to the altar, and then, of course, I can just let enemies murder me. And on that day, I will rejoice. Until then, though, I'm gonna be very, very scared of everything. No. Giving all these enemies a wide berth. That's our Abbey the True Gun entrance. Beautiful. We're safe. So, Junkin is a blue chest passive. So, if that blue chest happens to be a passive chest, or a pactive chest, right? Because I can't tell if it's going to have a passive or an active. I can only tell it's not going to have a gun. Then I may want to consider going to it, just for that sake. Also, speaking of... No, never mind. Apropos of nothing, I would like to mention that I have to change weapon here. Because it looks like I'm going to have to be using the barrel for the boss fight, so I'd very much rather not exhaust all of the ammunition in it just yet. Over and lovely. I do actually want to check out that shop really early though, because it'll help me make some other decisions on this floor. Because there might be an item in there that, you know, is ridiculously powerful against the boss. I'll just take that. Secure my master round in having done so. Well, look, I don't think we found the thing I was hoping to find. I will, however, take a key because the possibility exists I accidentally walk into a chest room and it has a black chest and the black chest has a fuse, and then I get really sad and try and teleport back to the shop as quickly as I can to try and pick up the key in time, but then I don't do it. And then everything feels terrible. Oh, it was just a predictive enemy firing. I was like, did I charm an enemy here? So that's directly at another enemy on the map, but no. No such charm took place. Let me just... There we go. Let me just stand all the way over here. The Gorgon is probably the easiest of the second floor bosses for me. I think most people would agree. Oh wait, I can't be poisoned. Haha. One of the worst things she can do to you is poison an area and then start doing attacks that kind of area control you to have to stand in the poison. She can't do that to me because I am more than happy to. Great. Gorgon down, master round get, heroine find. Run win. I'm really glad that I found the heroine here, in particular, because it should make us a lot more comfortable going to the Abbey of the True Gun. Because up until this point, I was terrified, like I'm going to the Abbey of the True Gun just to look at this new content thing. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm almost certainly dead once I get there. In this position, I don't necessarily have to worry about that. Okay. Gotta fill the chamber gun, though. Really? I could have sworn. There was the secret room adjacency in there. Could have absolutely sworn. Now, the heroine is already 100% accurate, but it does benefit from the 10% damage up at the very least. It really feels... I've never had a stronger feeling about a secret room. There? Look at this room with all its adjacencies. Oh, the secret room's delight. And it didn't even bother to spawn there. Oh, what disrespect. I'm never opening that. I've already picked up the only key on the floor, so let's destroy this. Next time use a key. Green chest. It's good enough. I'll open it. Bloody eye. Slower enemy bullets. Certain boss attack patterns are actually harder to dodge when you have this. That could be a problem for us. I don't know. We'll keep going. We'll see. It's just worth noting that it is something that could be a little bit problematic. Well, there's very few rooms left with great secret room adjacency possibilities, and there's no map in the shop. Make that point clear. So there's no way that I can just buy a map and then use that to check for all of the secret rooms. Alright. Okay, nothing doing. Checked, checked, checked. No adjacency. Unlikely adjacency. Haven't checked, 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 checked. No good adjacency, but I still checked it. Okay. These bottom two left ones are literally the only remaining positions that are even feasible. Nope. Nope. All right. I've got three blanks here, which means that if I don't use a blank, I get to keep all three for the next floor. Considering there are 2 secret rooms that I want to open next floor, it's a good idea to just hold on to them. Okay. Let me just get cross-legged. That's how you know I'm in the game. All right. Show me what you got. Ooh, you're a crossbow now. Just a powerful crossbow. You know I like me my crossbows. That's a penetrative crossbow that does a bunch of damage. And it can't get caught as a bullet. It does a ridiculous amount of damage. This is incredible. I love it. What great fortune has been visited upon me here. Now, yes, it does less damage to every enemy after it penetrates its first. But that's okay. I'm honestly fine with that. I've got to disabuse myself of this notion that I'm not allowed to change weapon. I had a metronome run last run, and I'm still in that mind space. Damn it. Just trying to bend it like back in there so I wouldn't even have to see the enemy. Oh, almost. Almost. Well, soon it's just going to be a straight shot. Actually, never mind. The enemy bounced off themselves. Duct tape. How does duct tape work with chamber gun? Because chamber gun changes constantly. So if I use chamber gun with duct tape, do I just keep the current version of it? I don't know. Alright. Bugs. All modes share the same ammo pool. Blah, blah, blah. Bullet hell. Yep, yep, yep. Alright. Apparently there is no available information about this. Well, if anyone happens to know, I would very much like to be included in that information. I'm gonna fire again, it's fine. Very likely take both of these keys. I've already seen the special shop this floor as well. What two guns would I stick together? Because heroin is fine. Like, it's a charge-up weapon, so I would need another weapon that charges up to stick to the heroin. And specifically a weapon that charges up at a slower pace than the heroin. I'd be happy to do that. Ooh, hello, ya big old jams, boy. Give me a bunch of money. That's a pretty good amount of money. Hey, managed to kill the jar on the floor in time. Saving myself almost certainly an armor. And ammunition in a weapon, right? If it munches you, doesn't it take ammunition from one of your weapons? Pretty sure that's the case. We will be pretty thorough looking for both of the secret rooms on this floor because, well, the secret rooms on this floor are really good. Well, one of the secret rooms on this floor is really good. Huh! Not even this one! Wild. Ooh. Okay. I can get down with a sniper rifle. Little bit of damage up. That's a single shot with ridiculous oh, never mind. I was about to say with ridiculous accuracy, but of course I have 100% accuracy right now. I have perfect accuracy. I need not concern myself with any of the rest of this. It would be nice if there was some item on this floor that would give me the ability to hold the current version of this chamber gun through the rest of the game. Because the master chambers, the master rounds rather, for every other chamber, those let you swap to previous forms that aren't necessarily the floor you're currently on. That's obviously not available here because there's no master round for this floor. Nor for the oubliette, despite the fact that I wouldn't want that. I hate it when they crit on their first attack, but fair play. Just annoying. All right, Spence. Now find me my other secret room. You know, the Brother Alban one. There it is. Hello, Brother Alban. What did I have for breakfast? I had a chicken korma with garlic and cheese naan. I guess that's most similar to punks like you. Apparently it was. Alright. Garbage pickup there, but that's okay. Chance bullets. Chance bullets are bad. Real bad. They have the ability to fire... Oh, this isn't chance bullets. These are chaos bullets. Never mind. Chance bullets are real bad. And then I would, go on a long diatribe to explain why. Was that something that I got? But I didn't get that. Helix bullets has a synergy with this. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Yeah, that makes sense. I want to see what the synergy is. Barrel. Because I have permanent accuracy, right? So helix bullets, one fish, blue fish. If the player has helix bullets with each shot, barrel fires one normal blue fish and one red fish that sets enemies on fire. Pretty cool. But the helix bullets split your shot into 2 shots that deal 66% of the original damage, and they travel in a helix pattern. But because I have perfect accuracy, I should still be able to hit both of those on any target that I fire at. This is poisoning for some reason? You can see why I was hugging the bottom of the map there. So, oh, right. Poisoning for some reason. I just picked up chaos bullets. You can see why I'm hugging the bottom of the map. It has the ability to destroy all of those bullets for me. There goes my blank. My only blank that I have for this combat. Yep. Of course, that directly connected with me. I mean, if I only take 1 hit in this combat, that's real good. Why? I hate that attack so much. It's so quick. Well, I've definitely never seen that item before, but I think it's called Spark or Spork or Spawn or something. Sprung, the way of guns. All right. What's a Sprung? Transforms into a powerful weapon under mysterious circumstances. This bullet sprite will transform into an enormously powerful radiant energy weapon under the certain circumstances. Traditionally, this means showing proficiency in bridge delivery and maintenance. If no bridge is available, however, it will take less important things like courage or determination into consideration. Courage or determination? Well, I don't really have either of those, so I don't have the ability to unlock that. That's really sad. I really wanted to have the ability to unlock that. I have the gas mask, so if I took the plunger right now, I would get 50% extra ammo capacity. The projectile increases, and the projectiles can also now bounce. Sad that I can't open that chest, though. No, I'm gonna keep my money. Let's go destroy the chest, then. Yeah, probably shouldn't have opened the extra... the extra 2 things beforehand, but I actually did want both of the things that we got from those chests. It's also worth noting, I got passive from both of the chests. I got chaos bullets and I got helix bullets. That's not supposed to happen. Alright, well, I did not take the resourceful rat's key last floor, right? So, can't do that. Should I have done that? I think I probably should have done that. Oh, well. Hey, I'll take this one, though. It does kind of feel like I'm about to be hit by a bullet at all times. So I just see the glow next to me, and I get antsy to roll. Whoop. No thank you. I'll be taking that. Almost certainly didn't need to go in this gun, but that's okay. Ooh, blanking this room has the possibility of spawning chests. Every time you blank the room, you halve the chance for your next chest, despite the fact despite the fact, or regardless of the fact, that you may not have spawned a chest. So that's where I just input all of my excess blanks at the end of this floor. Rather than just errantly checking for secret rooms where I suspect they may not even be. All right. Anything else? RC Rocket is pretty difficult to turn down. What's Macho Brace again? Macho Brace. Because I think it might be a damage up of some kind. When coming out of a dodge roll, the player briefly glows yellow. The first shot fired, while glowing, deals 30% extra damage. Can I charge a weapon, then roll? Like, if I charge heroin and then roll and then fire the heroin, will I still get the extra damage? Because then it's ridiculous. I suspect I can. That said, it's still prudent to check the rest of the floor, especially the shop, and see if there's anything else I might want instead. I'm about to spend a hell of a lot of money. Armor of Thorns and the combined rifle. Don't think any of these have synergies with anything I currently have. But Armor of Thorns, at the very least, negates contact damage with enemies, which is good. What? I would need Ring of Fire, Ruby Bracelet, Copper Amulet, Casey, Bullet Idol, Nail Gun, Derringer, Cactus. Okay, never mind. None of that really appeals to me here. Combined Rifle. Eventually, I will know all of the things that synergize with one another. Oh, it has unused synergies that don't work. Good to know. I think I will just go for the RC Rocket and Macho Brace. That is going to be really, really good for killing the boss. The hell happened there? Alright. That was a weird fight. A lot of bullets not necessarily... Yari launcher. A lot of bullets not necessarily going in the way that I might expect. If we had... Oh my god. If we had duct tape. If I had the duct tape, all day long I'd shooty shooty shoot. If I had a duct tape, yeah. Woo. I wouldn't have to work hard to kill all the bosses in the game with that duct tape and Yari. I need to stop focusing on that. Stop focusing on dodging. Nothing doing here. Not even a secret room for old Raps. Okay. Alright, alright. Okay, so it looks like the roll does work how I want it, right? Yeah, it does. UT. I don't know what I have to show to Sprung here. I've half a mind to check the wiki just to find out under what conditions I can trigger it so that then I start aiming towards those conditions. I also don't even know what tier it is because it spawned after a boss on a pedestal. That doesn't show me the tier. I'll only know the tier if I try and sell it at this rate. Right, open that. Random item. Bloody 9 mil! Huh! Okay, yeah. Not a bad random. You know what? Sprung. Tell me what you do. Oh, it's an A tier item. Okay. Stays near the player and blocks bullets, but does not orbit like one stones. Upon picked up, it assigns a trigger randomly from a list of triggers. Okay. Using your last blank, taking damage to hearts, losing a piece of armor, lose your last piece of armor, sorry. Goes down to half a heart. All of your gun runs out of ammo. If you're set on fire, if you're electrocuted or poisoned, if you fall into a pit, if you flip a table, and if you use an active item. And upon satisfying the trigger, it awards the player Wind Gunner temporarily. Wind Gunner, I have to imagine, is a weapon. Well, see, that's a problem. The big problem here is that Wind Gunner is almost certainly going to be an entry for the Ammonomicon, which means that I need to trigger Sprung. But I don't know what triggers you. So I'm going to flip a table. Nope, didn't do that. All right. I'm going to try and set myself on fire as well. Whoa, I'm fire immune apparently. Gas mask? What's making me fire immune right now? It can't be gas mask. I swear I've had gas mask recently and it doesn't do that. Yeah, just grants immunity poison. Immunity to poison, apparently. Oh, we did find a secret room. Oh, it's garbage though. Lose my last piece of armor or fall into a pit. We can trigger both of those right now. Yep. It was fall into a pit. Yay! It's a pretty good weapon. Temporarily here, though. Alright, at the very least, we triggered it. So now we've got that completed. Blank. Get a chest here. Chest gives me... Ooh, heavy boots. Alright. That's not awful. Probably still don't want to open a blue chest. Do want the extra key, though. I think it's now just time to bounce. Kill the blue chest, though. Next time, use a key. Next time, you use a key. Sweet. 43 minutes and we're already on floor 4. Oh, what a pace. The absolute speed of it all. Okay. So what I'm going to need you to do over here, bud, is just... There we go. I didn't even go through the whole explanation. I was just going to say you needed to die. So accommodating. Drops ammo, not bad. Can hardly complain about that, too loudly at least. Very much want a faster fire weapon here, though, because all of these spents are going to take a lot of our hits. And those hits take a long time to charge up. Good weapon to still have on my offhand. Okay, we'll fill the heroin. Cycle through. It's probably RC. It's definitely RC. So boss fights are, like, not at all a problem for us at this point. We have Yari and we have Helix bullets. Yari is one of the weapons in the game that is allowed to break the boss cap for damage. So we should be pretty comfortable. So if I find the boss room, I'm just entering. Like, it's pretty difficult to make this build more viable against bosses than it already is. Why did I have to? Never mind, it's because I knew the secret room was directly above us. Wild is a challenge secret room. Come back for that. Okay. I mean, I don't need more guns, so you know what? I don't come back for that. I start opening chests now. I have good enough guns. I have a weapon for the bosses. I have a weapon for the floor. Now I want passives. Hey, that's our first 9 mil round. It's only taken a couple years, but it has finally occurred. Nice try, bud. You almost caught up with me there, I will say that much. I also really like doing this combat just because it spawns a bunch of enemies. A lot of them quite powerful. And in doing so, you get a lot of money. Thank you, Sprung, for blocking a bullet that was almost certainly meant for me. Sure, I'll take auto aim. I already have a couple types of that, so just stack it atop. Put it in the corner with all the other auto aim. Right, I do have reasons to flip tables, but flimsy reasons. Rubidine Prototype and Super Space Turtle. Well, usually I'd want Super Space Turtle, but Rubidine Prototype gives me the possibility of later on picking up the other Rubidine. I've also had conflicting comments. One saying, hey Raps, you should play the Gunslinger a lot, because if you get either of the Rubidine guns, it'll trigger the synergy, and then you'll have Rubinstein Monster completed your Abonomicon. I'm almost 100% certain that's not how that works. I'm pretty sure that the synergies that don't get triggered by Lich's Eye are the synergies between two guns, because it would have to give you the other gun. In a lot of circumstances, at the very least, it would have to give you the other gun. And also, a lot of the synergies between two guns are really OP. Alright. Let's keep it going. I'm just gonna kill that. I knew where the actual Displacer Beast was. Well, I killed the other one for safety, so that I could make it through the map without being harmed. Okay. Let's keep going. Teleport to here. Neat. And there's still the Cubulon on the other side. Dicebulon, sorry. But not for long, I'm afraid. Alright, give me the Warmonger as my boss fight. It feels like this floor is a lot longer than it should be. You finished your animation. And you were still taking bullets. Alright. Well, I should also probably go to the extra secret level there, right? That could be another new gun transformation at the very least for the chamber gun. Just tried to roll through an enemy there. Yeah, this is just a bad way to deal with this room. We need to change weapon. Alright. All's well that ends well, though. You know what? Let's use the Rattler for a while as well. I feel like it'll be less efficient, but it'll be a faster clear on average. Especially when I'm fighting multiple enemies in the same room. Just spotting that hallway, just in case it's relevant later. I don't think hallways matter for the guy that checks. What's his name? What is happening here? The Yari launcher is like doing terribly. Oh well. May as well finish off its ammunition. I really thought it would have killed long before then. I think I do have to go back and take the Rubidine. Doesn't allow me to get an extra key, but that's okay. Oh, Rubidine is going to have pretty erratic shots here. All right. So I will throw you the Master Round for floor 1. I will throw you the Master Round for floor 1. As well as 2 pieces of junk. So I've not yet found a junk in. Pretty sure I can still keep throwing things in here, right? No, I can't. All right, should have sold the Master Round at the end of all of that. Excuse me? Apparently, I'm showing a lot of determination right now. All right. Full of determination and courage. Let's go to the chamber gun. The chamber gun is now... No, that's last floor's one. It's a pencil. It is really bad. Oh, it's modeled off the wooden beam, so I have to swipe people with it, right? I'm not doing that. There's no way you can force me to do that. I'm changing to a different weapon. Sorry. Super not into that kind of gameplay. I have to swing the screen around constantly in order to use it, which just makes dodging and seeing where my enemies are in general pretty difficult. There has to be more to this floor, right? Because currently it's just... It's fine, I guess. But it always has the exact same layout. Oh, you know what? There's probably a secret room on this floor, right? Probably. It's a floor. It can have a secret room. I'm definitely not going to check for it, though. That seems like it would take a while. There is a lot of wall-based real estate here. You know what? I will check for it, but I'm just not gonna put that much effort into checking for it. Not too much, at least. Probably shouldn't be using my best gun to do this, but it does have a really good spread. Alright. It seems reasonable to assume that the secret room would be... I mean, but it's a building! Like, what secret room could it even have? I just go out a window and die. Maybe once we get deeper into the map. What an odd geometry for a building, by the way. That's the wall. Sorry, that's the windows to the outside. And then up here are the windows to the outside. Nothing. Windows to the outside here. Wee bit wonky. It's probably one of the first times I've come to this floor and haven't been ridiculously overpowered, so... Actually seeing some parts of this floor for the first time with new eyes. Nothing doing in any of those. There we go. I wonder if these were all enemies designed for other areas in the game and then cut because they didn't make sense. That would make a lot of sense to me. Secret rooms. Still gotta check a little bit more. Because look, if I find that there are no secret rooms on this floor, then I can just write off ever checking. Until possibly I come back with a brick of cash. And then, you know, I still owe it to check one more time then. Or a Gungeon blueprint. That would be another great situation. That said, I don't understand why these enemies would be cut if they were initially intended for release in the game, because they're fine. And they look quite good. Refill this gun. We should have put that in a Yari. No, the Yari is already full. Right. My autopilot had my back on that one. I like that the knight follows... fires, rather. Extremely slow bullets. Not that many enemies in the game that do that. But paired with other enemies on the same map, yeah, those could actually dictate how you dodge. They're kind of area control. All right. So that's like a hard no for the secret room then. Fair enough. Yari launcher time. I hate the erratic attacks. I also don't like area denial attacks like this one. One of my least favorite things about the Bombardier fight. Okay, and... now we can just finish you off. Easy. Ooh, crown of guns. Pretty perfect. Does the law go in the direction we want? Refill the Yari, of course. Isn't there supposed to be a chest down in this direction? Maybe that's only if I perfect. That makes sense. All right, bounce time. Just got to get to the final floor, and then it's time for the chamber gun to take back over. Why? I must... Oh, I think it's... This is triggering whenever I fall, and I think it considered both of those entries into a new level as a fall. Because both of them you enter by falling through something, so... Okay. Well, at the very least, we've solved that mystery. It makes a bunch more sense now. The Revolvenon is kind of annoying. I was going to stare it down and try and kill it, but we can see here exactly how bad an idea that would have been. It was way healthier than I expected. Keep spawning all of these 9mm rounds. They'll do my work for me. Thank you. Broccoli. I don't have the ability to steal. So not entirely certain if I'll end up with enough money for that broccoli. Probably more likely to end up with the ability to steal, honestly. Yeah, that was bad. Just shouldn't have rolled in that direction. Alright. Let's swap off to... You know what? Fine. I'm trying not to just use the heroin every single time I have it. Trying to use some different guns from time to time. Sometimes it's going to be necessary that I use just the gun that I happen to have. Sometimes you don't have a wealth of riches. But here, no, we're fine. Elephant gun. Do I have the synergy? That's... Oh. Iron Stance. Okay, so it's still pretty good. Iron Stance is a really good synergy. In my mind, at least. Unlock this so that I can come back later, but also so that I can check for a secreted room. Nothing doing on any adjacency there. Found our secret room. Got 2 more keys. Unlikely to need both of those. Proton Backpack shooting out 2 shots at the same time. Now, that's nothing to joke about. Proton Backpack can do some serious damage. It's just very ammo inefficient. Right, Crown of Guns. Crown of Guns is significantly worse in tight spaces like this because not many... Ah! Damn it. That moved a lot faster than I suspected it would. Not many of my bullets are connecting with the enemies. A lot of them are just hitting the walls. We need to stop taking so much damage. Forge Hammer there was not helpful in that quest. That's another erratic shot pattern. Not super into it. So is this one. And those shots go wild. So very, very glad I didn't have to deal with that. I'm not going to pick up the other heart because then I waste half of the heart from it. And it might be relevant in the future. Rather be safe than sorry. I just want to get the Thwomp to a position where it can no longer hit me, and then I'll find safety for myself and come back to kill it later. This is the best way that I can check for secret rooms, but also I do want to maintain as much ammo as I possibly can in this weapon, because it's really good. wee bit conflicted there. Well, that could have been absolutely terrifying. I'm very glad that I killed that red cloak in time to escape that room. Well, there's infinite keys, but do I need it? The answer is like a hard no. Lament Configurum, though. Wait a second. Gold casing. I get to go take the Rockley. Hell yeah. All right, all right. Broccoli. Broccoli. All right. Increases damage by 10%. Adds a 10% chance to negate damage, as well as increases movement speed. Has a synergy with Mahogany, Cactus, Pea Shooter, and Triple Gun. Excellent. Wait a second. This doesn't cost money. I'll also take the Lament Configurum. I don't know why I even thought it did. I think I was just thinking, oh, these two things are both things I want to buy. That brings them in conflict with one another. I just wasn't even thinking about the fact that they use totally different resources for purchase. Woohoo! 1,500 ammunition for that weapon. Don't think I have Annie curse? That's just an enemy that's determined to already be cursed. Oh no, I think I have 0.5 curse for having picked up the Lament Configurum. That said, I still think that's an enemy that's just determinate as a cursed enemy. Or rather jammed, to use the game's nomenclature. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you have to respawn? Thank you. Very deftly managed to make sure that I took damage there. RPG is almost certainly not really worth me taking and picking up the point of curse to have. Might have a synergy with something. Let's at least pick it up. Hopefully I don't get something that synergizes with the RPG. Honeycomb, be prepared. Alright. Let's see what you have to give me, Mapman. Heart synthesizer. Play well, get hearts. Yeah. Definitely check the adjacencies here, right? Yep, I did. Don't think I checked the adjacencies in Mapman's room. No, I did. I remember firing my crown of guns in there. Well, we'll start with Yari. Yeah, I'm spawning enemies from the Lament Configurum while I'm doing this. This is a bad idea and you shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it. Because I want to, frankly. Alright, right before I kill this boss, I'll trigger the Lament Configurum again. When the boss dies, all of the other enemies in the room will be immediately killed as well. So it's just a free usage of the Lament Configurum as far as I'm concerned. There we go. See how it kills all of them immediately? You can do that with boss fights and mini boss fights. Did all of that and still perfected. Hell yeah. Hey, that's a perfect for every single floor. We did sell one of ours, so Remember that. I will take this. Probably refill my Yari launcher with ammo. Yep, and then bounce. Hell yeah. Now, chamber gun. Where are you? There you are. Trying to be a pencil, I see. Now it's time to use the chamber gun for the rest of the entire run. Why? Because it's super cool. Very overpowered, but super cool. But of course, very overpowered. But let me remind you, it's also pretty damn cool. It is go time. Okay, this could be... Hey! Alright. Shortest path available so far. It's looking good that this is another incredibly short path. This is also really good for fighting the summons from the Lama Configurum. I will take the orange Guan Rock. Yep, another shortest path. Ooh. What a dodge. Standing in the absolute center there. Alright, I think this is going to be the right path. Well, correct path, because it's the left one. Stop! Why can't I... Ugh, I couldn't target the Displacer Beast. That was awful. Chance bullets! Alright! Let's talk about chance bullets being garbage. Before I do so, I will make sure that they haven't been made good. Chance bullets. Upon firing, adds a chance to fire projectiles from players' other guns. Shots fired this way do not consume bullets from that gun. Has it been edited? Item itself has a D20 at the top. Okay, no, it has not. Right. If you've chosen the gun to use, you've chosen likely the gun that is best for that situation. Why would you instead want to fire a bullet from a different gun? Oftentimes, you will fire a bullet from your base gun, or another crappy gun that you just picked up on floor 1 that you just still have with you because you haven't found a chance to sell it yet. Why would you do that to yourself? That randomness is so bad. I'm taking it for fun. I'm already gonna win, whatever. We have the chamber gun. We're on the final floor. We'll be fine. But I'm taking it at the moment because I can. Again. Lama configure in the room and then do that. That was bad. Bad roll on my part. Get 'em, bees. There we go. That should be room completion, but I don't know. Yeah, I didn't hear the doors open. There we go. Damn it. I knew this was going to be the wrong path. Even said it as soon as I went on it. Would very much appreciate some ammunition, though. I also don't like when randomized weapons can hit targets that actually can't be damaged. Gets really annoying. Another reason I'm not a huge fan of the Raiden coil. should be saving this ammunition for the boss fight. Well, that was one agonizer down at least. Come on, ammo drop at the end of this room. You know you'll want to give me the ammo drop. So why don't you just do it? Shouldn't be using my base gun here, though. Ooh, gilded bullets. Okay. You deal more damage for the gold currently held. It used to be 0.4% damage up per casing. I think that got nerfed, though. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get ammo. Wait a second. Not only did I not get ammo, I am on really low HP. When did I lose all of my health? I don't remember that happening. Go. Phase one down. Even got to use the Lamet configurum during that fight. Damn it. Should have used the Lamet configurum just before the enemy died there. I healed? Why did I heal? What healed me? Excuse me. Stop. Taking a lot more damage here than I'm comfortable with. Just to say we are taking some damage. There we go. Whew. Yeah, that got way closer than I really thought it should. Chance bullets there, funnily enough, did actually work well. If I wasn't super overpowered and I was just like firing a single shot at the very end, it would not. Look, it's almost always bad. It just so happens that it can occasionally be good. That doesn't mean it's not on average still a really garbage item. I think it should just fire in addition. Literally the only change is it should just fire in addition to the base shot. Totally fine. Alright. That is the 4th in our lit streak so far. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been How'd I Take That Much Damage? Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. And hopefully we'll see you next time.